Right Friday, October 9th. On the south side, Wilbur flew over the new sky deck. The brown shapes are custom-cut pieces to fill in where the standard sky deck will not fit. Wilbur found that most of the length of the chiller trench had been covered up already. Oliver sent pictures of the hallways in assisted living. They are ready for paint. This is an independent room that's also ready for paint. This nurse's station on the second floor has already been painted and is looking closer to function. On the north side, Wilbur sees the new woodshop roof, also the frame for the stairwell and the concrete elevator frame. The sky deck is pretty confusing to him too, but he really is happier to be up here when he goes past the metal jungle. He saw the piping going into the chiller room, and it has also gotten a new roof. Doc sent these pictures of a private room in healthcare. The closets look like they're ready for doors, and they've been painted. This shower is large enough to accommodate a roll-in wheelchair made of PVC with mesh net seats. The hallways have also been painted. It's really good to see the progress they have been making. Your Smile for Today is brought to you by Phyllis Barnes. This is her granddaughter Emma and new husband Dave. They were married last year at the Ghost Ranch in New Mexico. Emma is a nurse in Texas in the ICU. They are expecting their first child, but she's working up to the last moment because the need is so great in Texas. This is a picture of Cooper Christopher Young. He looks quite pensive in this one. Even their sweet dog Bird is excited about the new baby, but looks very calm at the moment. Take a deep breath and remember the beauty around us. Monday, October 12th. This weekend, Joe Gomez helped me go behind the Wizard's curtain. Standing inside the Sandia patio, looking up at the ceiling, it is quite a sight. It makes it feel so open. Orange Ladder is on what will be the hallway out to the 6000 wing. Concrete for our outdoor dining off of the Sandia patio will be poured eventually where the boards and supplies are lying now. Walking down the hallway on the south side, this is a new maintenance room. Next to the new maintenance area is a very large storage space for all the miscellaneous stuff. Next to the storage area is a new entrance into the boiler room. Inside the new gym, it looks like the walls are ready for paint. Joe says each exercise machine will have a small TV installed on it. Walking along the new hallway, it's interesting to see how all the pieces fit together. It looks very strong. Door 21 will become the entrance to the parking structure and to catch the elevator to the upper floors of the 6000 wing. Inside the new wood shop, things look pretty bare bones, but this is a very large room. The guys that work in the wood shop will really like this location. This is a view from the kitchen alley, which I can't get from the C&M fence. In the fitness classroom, high small windows have been installed. This next week, storefronts, which are the big windows and custom metal frames, will arrive. Fitness classroom has a nice sized closet to store all of the extra chairs and fitness equipment. What I have been calling the chiller room is actually the new boiler room. The brown garage doors will be removed for easy access. Chillers have to be outside to the air. In the kitchen alley, these chiller pipes have yet to be covered up and compacted. These workers were walking along the chiller pipes with a torch and heating up the wide black band that covers each seam. I found the metal horse, Mr. Terrio. He's behind healthcare. He was complaining about the food in this area. Back on the south side, crews have been working all day to finish the frame walls that will become the Mikasa kitchen. They should pour concrete in the morning. Weeks ago, Don came home and he was pretty smelly. He had been hefting the bags of manure to help out the Rose Brigade volunteers. From the looks of these roses, they were very successful at their task.
Wilbur is taking off near door 22. The first thing we notice is that the mountains don't look nearly as good as they did the last several days. A lot of smoke in the air. Looking down on the west end of the new independent living building, we can see that there's a lot of farm area for the concrete beams that they will put in to support the floor for the first residential level. Now that they have completed all of the concrete for the parking level, this is starting to look more like a building rather than the ruins of an old Scottish castle. They're still doing some concrete work in this area. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing there, but we'll go up this service road as if we were a food truck, and we see this new room that they built here, and they have a roof over it. And we're looking down now on what this pool area is coming into view. And just coming into view now is the new room that they built near the dining room and Carter Hall. And there it is with a skylight, it looks like. Now we're flying back over the walkway, covered walkway, to the new independent living building. And we're looking down about where the old wood shop used to be, and there's the new wood shop and a lobby and lots of other stuff. Over near door 3, Wilbur's taking off again to check out the assisted living / Mikasa building. First thing we notice is that they are erecting some rebar columns that they'll turn into concrete columns to support the next level of flooring. And the sky deck, they haven't started the farms much in this area like they did on the independent living building. And coming into view now is the new room that they added, and we can see a little bit of the courtyard there, and the ugly mustard-colored building. At least it be mustard-colored until they stucco it. We can't see because the scaffolding's in the way, but they have actually started putting in glass windows on this building. Last week we had plastic sheathing to protect the inside from the weather. And we're looking down on the trench with black and blue pipes in it. And we're back at the start of this building at the west end and the rebar. This is Gene Terrio speaking. It is Wednesday, October the 14th. And that's about it for today. See you in a week. Goodbye.
Thursday, October 15th. Walking through campus, I find we have our chapel back. Outside below my balcony, they are beginning to dismantle the things on the maintenance level they don't need there anymore. The space on the maintenance level that did not get concrete now provides light as they remove pieces of the sky deck below the concrete floor. One of the inspectors is sitting on the frame wall for the Mikasa kitchen, writing down his certification. Blue pumper truck arrives and they begin to pour concrete into the Mikasa frame walls. I know we've seen this all before, but they're closer to making pancakes for the residents. Little worker who normally does the compacting tests is shoveling concrete into a wheelbarrow. He will pour a core sample to be tested. George has worked steadily to tie rebar and install them on the maintenance level. We now have a metal forest here. Fernando, on the ladder, is adding L-shaped rebar to the columns. Looks a lot like helicopter rotors. George uses a piece of wood with a notch to help measure each one for the exact level to tie it. Workers are taking down the last few pieces from the frame walls around the Mikasa kitchen and moving them over to start being used on top of the maintenance level. Stack things and unstack things. I wonder if these guys ever get tired of that process. Below my balcony, workers are building frame walls around the rebar towers with rotors that George and Fernando have completed. When they start cutting rebar, it is really loud and the sparks fly. Worker on the ladder is responsible for placing supports against the frame walls and tightening everything down so concrete won't ooch out. Big Cat has continued to dig chiller trenches along the edge of the maintenance level toward door 3. Chiller pipes will end in the maintenance level. Between door 6 and 7, the mustard-colored water sealant has been covered with white primer. Steel atrium is still mustard-colored, but they have 6 windows installed, and that big cardboard box has more windows. On the C&M side, it's kind of quiet on the sky deck. Until farther along, I find Oscar having a meeting with most of the crew about what to do today and what to be careful about. This will be the last episode of our travels in northern New Mexico. Winding upward on a mountain road, we come across a herd of elk, including many babies. They are in the deep gullies, enjoying the tender new growth. We also came across a herd of them between some houses in a large development. They seemed quite curious about us. On our ride home, we came across a flock of wild turkeys cackling and feeding as they wandered the forest. We took a quick stop near the World College in Las Vegas to take pictures. It's quite a place. I will miss the sound of rushing water the most.